An average soccer ball consists of three parts: the air bladder, the lining, and the cover. Each part is extremely significant in the makeup of a soccer ball, and without one of these things, the ball would be incomplete. Butyl rubber, or polyisobutylene, makes up the innermost part of the soccer ball, called the air bladder. The air bladder is the part of the ball that is filled with air. Because butyl rubber is airtight and the only type of rubber that is impermeable to gases, it is able to keep a soccer ball inflated for long periods of time. It is also a great material to use in a soccer ball because it dampens vibrations, is flexible, and is resistant to different weather conditions. Its flexibility presents a small challenge for younger teams that play soccer. Many small children find that when they are tired after running around during a drill at practice, the top of their ball is the best place to sit down and take a rest. Because of the flexibility of butyl rubber, this can sometimes leave the ball permanently in the shape of an egg. The only way to avoid this problem is to not sit on top of a soccer ball. Butyl rubber is only used to make mid-price soccer balls. The more expensive balls actually use latex instead, which does not retain air as well, and therefore has to be refilled more often. Mid-price soccer balls, which are more commonly used, are better for younger athletes who are responsible for keeping up with their own ball, because they do not get as flat as easily as the balls with a latex air bladder. When a soccer ball does get flat, it is easy to fill it back up with air using a small pump. The chemical formula for polyisobutylene is C4H8. Butyl rubber is a vinyl polymer that is similar to polyethylene and polypropylene and is formed by an exothermic reaction. Polyester, also known as polyethylene terephthalate, forms the lining in between the air bladder and the cover of the soccer ball. Although this polymer is often used in a plastic form, such as in plastic drink containers, it can also be made as a fiber, which is best suited for the presented purpose in a soccer ball. This material is strong, not easily dissolved, and resistant to moisture, making it a perfect thing to add cushion to a ball. Most ball lining made of polyester is combined with cotton to make the cushioning even more effective. Some soccer balls that are priced lower only have one or two layers of polyester and possibly cotton, which results in the ball being extremely firm and painful to hit in some cases, especially when players use their head to attack the ball. Higher quality balls have more layers of polyester and cotton to provide a strong cushion to make playing less painful and more enjoyable. Polyester is formed by a reaction between an acid and an alcohol, and the chemical formula is H8C4O4. The cover of a soccer ball is most often made of polyurethane. Polyurethane is the perfect compound to use to cover a soccer ball because it is flexible, strong, durable, and resistant to oils and other liquids. It also has a high melting point of 240 degrees Celsius, which means that it won't melt even during a hot summer day. In other cases, polyurethane can be elastic or rigid, but in the case of a soccer ball, it is made in the form of hard foam. The average polymerization reaction that produces polyurethane involves a diol or polyol, a diisocyanate, and water. However, there are different ways to produce polyurethane because it can be made into more than one form. But the chemical formula for the foam type of polyurethane is C25H42N2O6. The polyurethane portion of a soccer ball is the most fun because the cover can come in all sorts of different colors and designs depending on the brand selling the ball. I prefer to buy a soccer ball with bright colors other than green, so it is easier to find after practice or a game. It might be really obvious to you already, but I chose a soccer ball because I play soccer, and I thought it would be really interesting to learn the different components involved in actually making a soccer ball. The method of production I learned about has been so cleverly thought out to provide the best possible ball to make the sport as fun and exciting as possible. Without one of the different parts, the ball would be less effective and the sport could change completely. As technology continues to grow, the evolution of the soccer ball continues. Some balls will soon even have a detector inside to help referees detect when the ball has gone out of bounds. Those kinds of balls will most likely be reserved for World Cup or the Olympics, as they will most likely be more expensive. As the average soccer ball goes, however, without the three most important components of the soccer ball, the air bladder, the lining, and the cover, it would not really even be a soccer ball anymore. Soccer balls retain shape and do not lose a great amount of air because of the air bladder, are cushioned by the lining, and covered and protected by the cover of the ball. Together, it is the perfect combination to create the best ball for all the athletes around the world who love soccer.